Hello? Is this working? Well, my name is DB Rouse. I'm going to be your musician here for a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you're all doing well tonight. And thank you Americana Highways for putting on this series. I'm glad to be a part of it. So I'm going to sing you some homespun songs for all you homebodies out there. This first song is a celebration of absolutely nothing. It's called If Nothing Was Money. It's called I Oughta Tune Up First. There we go. If nothing was money, you know that I'd be rich. I got nothing in my belly, I got nothing in my pockets, I got so much nothing. I set aside a bit to save. I heard that you got something. Would you like to make a trade? With this much nothing, there's nothing you can't do. You got nothing to fear when you got nothing to lose. And so nothing's gonna stop me, and nothing's in my way. If nothing was money, I'd give it all away. The cup ain't half empty, the cup ain't half full. There ain't even a cup for any water to go. So when I'm thirsty, I drink straight from the sink. I got so much nothing, yeah, I don't need anything. Nothing was money, you know that I'd be rich. I got nothing in my belly, I got nothing in my pockets, I got so much nothing. I set aside a bit to save. I heard that you got something. Would you like to make a trade? As you can see, I am a professional kazoo player. And not only that, I've been sponsored by the only plastic kazoo company in America, Kazooby Kazoos. And all my dreams are coming true. And I'm not just saying this because I'm contractually obligated to say this at every single show I do. Kazooby Kazoos are the best kazoos on the market. All the other kazoos are just toys. They're the only thing I trust to put into my mouth, really. If you yourself are considering starting a professional kazoo career of your own, there's no better place to start than with the Kazooby Kazoo, kazoos.com. This is the only show I've ever done in my sweatpants, by the way. I feel pretty comfortable. This next song is about Opportunity, the Mars rover. Opportunity was a rover that NASA sent up to explore Mars for us. And it had the data capacity of a flip phone. And it was only supposed to last 3 months up there, but it ended up lasting almost 15 years. And it was like the little rover that could. And NASA just kept on sending it up more missions for it to do. And Opportunity just kept on sending back more information for us to grow as a planet. And just this last February, the February of last year, Opportunity got stuck in a dust storm on Mars and Opportunity died. And the very last transmission that Opportunity, the Mars rover, sent to Earth was, "My battery is low and it's getting dark." which is pretty deep for a robot. And NASA responded by sending it up Billie Holiday's song, I'll Be Seeing You. And well, this next song, it's not that song, but it is a song that I wrote for Opportunity, the Mars rover. It's called Opportunity is Dead. I come from a long line of pathfinders. I'm just a roving machine, a red dirt traveler. I'm learning new things everywhere I tread, and I'll send you an update on radio wave letterhead. Now my wheels won't roll, my motor won't start, my battery is low, and it's getting dark. I've been traveling along, doing the best I can, trying to find my way in an unknown land. Well, the climate is rough, the dust blows and blows. They gave me 3 months to live 14 years ago. Now my wheels won't roll, my motor won't start, my battery is low, and it's getting dark. I'm just a tourist here, sending pictures home. They send letters back. I don't feel alone. It's such a silly thing to exist at all, to find yourself alive on a spinning ball. Now my wheels won't roll, my motor won't start, my battery is low, and it's getting dark. No, my wheels won't roll, my motor won't start, my battery is low, and it's getting dark. That's for Opportunity, the Mars rover. You know, I can't help but wonder, maybe if NASA would have sent up some sort of small engine mechanic, or made a small engine mechanic or something, and they sent it up to Mars, maybe Opportunity would still be up there roving around doing research for us right now. This next song is for the real superheroes in this universe, small engine mechanics. Don't panic, here comes a small engine mechanic. He's gonna make your life better. He's gonna fix your bike motor, and to the moon you'll ride, and everything will be alright. Don't panic, here comes a small engine mechanic, and there's no reason to lose hope. He's gonna fix your motorboat, and you'll be fishing by tonight, and everything will be alright. Here comes a small engine mechanic. He's gonna make it all better. He's gonna fix your lawnmower, and your yard will look so nice, and everything will be alright. Don't panic, here comes a small engine mechanic. Small engine mechanic. Small engine mechanic. And everything will be alright. I wrote that one with Simon Bano. And that one goes out to all you small engine mechanics watching tonight. Thank you for watching. This next song is off my latest EP. It was supposed to be a kid's song. My sister had recommended that I write a song about mud, because kids like mud. And so I sat down to write a song about mud, and then what came out was not a great kid song, but it was still a song. And this is that song. This song is called Mud. Adam and Eve were born of mud. All the trees in Eden came from mud. It's flowing in our veins. It's flowing in our blood. Mud, mud, mud. All the precious things you own, mud. You built yourself a home out in the mud. The kings down to the slaves just push mud around all day. Mud, mud, mud. And every empire is made of mud. Towers out drying in the sun. But someday, soon enough, a hard rain is gonna come. Mud, mud, mud. Yeah, we're all made of mud. Mud is what we will become. Mud, mud, mud. That's called Mud. It's on my latest EP. Now for something more uplifting. Actually, not really. This next song, you know, I make mistakes all the time, and it's okay to make mistakes, but the key is that when you make a mistake, you gotta try and learn from it. And that's sort of what this song is about. The song is called Learn From Our Mistakes, or I promise it'll get upbeat after this. They're shooting fireworks and saluting the flag. The marching band's playing a star-spangled parade. And I used to love those songs, now they only bring me shame. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. We keep making plans, but nothing seems to change. So let's sit back and wait for the next coming ice age. Now when I look around, it all seems such a waste. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. We burn through engulfed in flames. There's no pointing fingers because everyone's to blame. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope we burn every dollar and we tear down every bank. I hope that we plant gardens and build nurseries in their place. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. I hope if we live through this, we learn from our mistakes. All right, now for something different. I was born and raised in a little town, Neenah, Wisconsin. And Neenah's mostly known for the Neenah Foundry. And I don't know if you stood on a manhole cover recently, but if you have, there's a good chance that it was a manhole cover that came from Neenah Foundry. So Neenah's known for making sewer grates, manhole covers, and toilet paper. We got the Kimberly-Clark Paper Valley thing going on. And I wrote this next song for my hometown. It's called Talkin' Neenah Blues. Let's try it again. I've just, my good friend from the Grand Canyon Railway, Larry Dean, has been taught me how to finger pick, and I've been trying to master it. Let's just skip to the song. I was born at Theta Clark, right across from Riverside Park. Got me a home in a town on Lake Winnebago. There was a cornfield behind our house, but more homes moved in and the corn moved out, and our little town started to grow. I got me a bike and I never looked back. I learned how to ride in the cul-de-sacs. I'd bike as far as I could go. My friends and I would climb the rocket, and if we had coins in our pocket, into the fountain they'd be thrown. Our friends, that is, not their coins. We'd make a wish, throw the coins. Some of us wished for more coins, and some of us wished for less snow. Behind the glass museum, I'd steal flowers. My wristwatch was the old clock tower. By supper time, I'd always make it home. Now every city that I know has emptiness, has some holes, and I wasn't surprised when I discovered that on top of these holes around the world, like a band-aid for the civic soul, is a Neenah Foundry manhole cover. If I still had that bike, I would turn it around, take a little trip to my hometown, guided by the light of the old lighthouse. And if you ever visit our city, try not to let yourself get dizzy. There's just roundabouts, roundabout. From sewer grates to toilet paper, Nina's got it covered. And if you need a friendly neighbor, Nina's got you covered. Nina's got you covered. Gotta change these guitar strings. Once again, I want to thank Americana Highways for putting these shows on, giving us some place to play and giving folks something to watch. I want to thank Josh Bloom as well. He works for Fanatic Promotions. He's been a great help. If you're a musician and you're looking for a good PR guy, I highly recommend Josh Bloom and Fanatic Promotions. All right, this next song is kind of a quarantine song. It's my latest single. It's off my new EP. The EP is called Nobody. You can find it in the link somewhere down below in the messages. So this song, like I said, kind of a quarantine song, I guess, sort of. It's called Nobody. Here we go. Y'all should come over more often. I hope you're enjoying it, because I know I am. Alright, here we go. They say you're only as good as the company you keep. I keep to myself, I'm good enough for me. I stay out past dawn and I wake up when I want. I go to sleep with the TV on. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself to keep me company. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself and me. Loneliness is a friend of mine. He taps on my window every night. I invite him into bed 'cause it's cold outside. Loneliness is a friend of mine. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself to keep me company. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself and me. The highway calls, so I gotta roll. You know me, I'm gonna go it alone. I'd say I'd ride, but I don't wanna lie. It ain't see you later, it's simply goodbye. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself to keep me company. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself and me. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself to keep me company. I don't need you, I don't need nobody. I got myself and me. But that song is a lie. I do need you. Thank you for being here. This would have no point without you. This last song I'm gonna play, I wrote the song on top of a fire lookout tower that was on top of a cliff that was on top of Lake Michigan, which, all things considered, that's a really weird place to put a fire lookout tower, and they have since torn it down. It was up in Door County, Wisconsin. But the cliff that this fire lookout tower was on, the cliff's name was Death's Bluff. And so I named the song Death's Bluff. Here we go. You handed me the bottle bottle said that you were going to sleep. You said, don't wake me up, not even for the police. You called Dad's bluff and then he went and called you back. He raked in your chips, pulled the feather from your hat. Well, I know where you're coming from and where you are going. Just wanted you to know you don't have to go alone. Sometimes you turn 29, sometimes you don't. Sometimes things work out fine, sometimes they won't. Sometimes it's darkest before it gets even darker. Sometimes it gets hard and sometimes it gets harder. I know where you're coming from and where you are going. Just wanted you to know you don't have to go alone. You moved back to a town you thought you left behind. You paused too long and then had to hit rewind. But nothing's in the same place that you left it in. Gotta find a new home, gotta make some new friends. Sometimes it's darkest before it gets even darker. Sometimes it gets hard and sometimes it gets harder. I know where you're coming from and where you are going. Just wanted you to know you don't have to go alone. And even if you are out there watching this alone in your quarantine, know that you are not alone. We're all in this together. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Is the volume off? Oh no. Has the volume been on? Can anyone hear me? Thank you. I hope the volume was on. Can anyone hear me? Thank you for having us. All right, y'all have a good one. Okay, good. All right. If you can check out more of my music at if you look my name up on the internet, there will be some websites. Bandcamp, Spotify, Pandora, and many others. Thank you very much for being here. Make good choices. Stay safe out there.